Tyson, Eutsey, entrepreneur, truck driver. I got a CEO of a small startup that I'm doing now. Also a RIA. I do a lot of different things, and basically that's what I am.
Hey, I'm Katherine Jones, also the $1 trillion woman. You get to sit with me here today and learn so many different things about success, where I'm going in life and what means so much to me, what I'm passionate about, how I'm driven. So I just thank you guys for being able to look at what we do, and please let us know how you feel about everything that we're doing. We're really trying to give you our all. I'm giving you my all. This is our baby. We're birthing it into the world. You guys have a great...
The first book I read at the age of 25 years old was The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. I read that. I learned so much from that, and that's definitely one of my favorites. So for anybody that's like looking to start something or trying to figure out how to be successful and you don't have like a way to go and you're like looking for a reference point, I would suggest the 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. Is a great book, and it gives you clear-cut directions on what to do to turn it around or get it going or whatever. So that was one of my favorites. Also, Jack Canfield, The Success Principles, one of my favorites. Actually, one of my friends gave me that book. That's another book that if you don't know how to be successful, or you don't know anybody that's successful and you want to be successful, it actually breaks down the principles and it tells you how exactly to be successful. And I can say like that shit worked.
Really?
Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to read that one. I did not read that one.
It's certified. It's certified.
Is that what it is? The judge?
It's certified. That and the alchemy. You're the alchemist.
The Alchemist.
Yeah, the Alchemist.
Yes.
And I heard Will Smith say it in one of his motivational speeches. The Alchemist by Pablo Coelho. So I just picked that up because he said it, and that ended up being a great book too.
Okay, so speaking about like alchemy or however, so what is like your points, and can you explain to the people like basically about mental alchemy? Like give them some background on that and what it is and how they can use it to become successful, how they can use it in everyday life, Can you touch on that for me?
Yeah, alchemy is like being able to see a different situation than the one you're in.
Okay. So
like alchemy is like if you don't have anything going on, but alchemy is basically having foresight. In my opinion, it's like having foresight for the future. Being in one place and being able to travel to another place.
Absolutely. So it's kind of like, for me, it's kind of like being in like having a negative situation, but seeing a positive and like all negative things, and that's. I heard, some people would say turning, something into sugar, crap into sugar. Let's say that. Yeah. Turning crap into sugar, but yeah, definitely being able to, so many people come across so many negative situations in their lives, and they just let it, get them down and deter them.
They live there. That's it.
They live there. Yeah. They never think of anything else. There's pros and cons in every situation. Now, something just very simple, learning from a negative situation is just, hey, I don't want to be in this negative situation, or seeing someone being negative and say, hey, I just don't want to do it because they're just a negative person. That's like the simplest way to look at something and be like, I'm going to turn this negativity into a good positive thing, right?
So like
take a little further.
So like the opposite of that is like people get stuck in one spot.
Okay.
Like they have a situation and all they can see is that situation. And it's like, it's a big world out here. Everybody has a situation.
It's like staying inside the box. So it's like, you got to look outside the box.
You always got to look outside the box. As a matter of fact, there should be no box. Yes. You should just have free reign and have dominion over your own life. Mm-hmm. You're not strong to do that. And so once you can figure that out, and then as far as that, I'll piggyback and I'll take it like a step further. Being able to reverse engineer your life, seeing what you want long term,
absolutely,
and then living your life kind of backwards, but taking the steps forward to go to where you want to. And that's what I mean by like reverse engineering. Have a clear vision of what you want,
like an end game.
Like an end game, yeah. Okay. Have an end game, and then do what you have to do every single day to walk closer and closer to that end game. If you know your end game, you know what you got to do every day.
Okay.
Like you just know, like intuition to tell you what you got to do every day.
Absolutely. So speaking of just doing things each and every day, I know, you know, becoming successful, you know, and hearing so many successful people who we come into contact with, right? They always talk about these, you know, rituals that they do each and every day. And so what would be like one of the rituals that you do each and every day, like, you know, that's not your non-negotiables, I'm going to call them?
Oh, well, just to go back to what we were talking about earlier, reading is non-negotiable for me. Like, I have to read because I didn't start reading until I was 25, and I still feel like I got so much more that I need to know to get to where I'm going. So learning is like non-negotiable for me. That's something that has to take place every day because I feel like I'm so far behind, and I have so much to catch up on. So reading is also non-negotiable for me. Waking up, you know, at 4 a.m. is non-negotiable, something that we do every day. You know, we grind from the time we get out of bed to the time we go to sleep. Just as an insider here, sometimes I don't even shower every day. Sometimes it's 2 days before I can take a shower because I'm just so busy.
That you're so busy.
So
all right. I understand. I don't want to sniff you. Today one of the days.
I showered last night.
You showered last night. Okay, good. He showered last night, so it's good. I'm good up here, you know. It's no, you know, he smells pretty good. You know?
I mean, like, it's real. Like, they said, like, Beyonce was doing the thing. I'm not sure if y'all heard this story before, but whatever video she was shooting.
She didn't even know she wasn't eating.
Yeah,
she was like literally not eating.
Yeah.
Going days without eating. And it's not, she didn't even think about it because she wants to critique and master her craft.
Well, because you get, once you immerse yourself in what you're doing, sometimes you don't even think about that stuff. You just on go, and sometimes you're just on all adrenaline, like just to go.
Right.
Like if you can see, like you could take 10 steps in like 2 days as far as like going where you're going. Like you want to maximize on that opportunity and be able to take as many steps forward as possible. And sometimes eating or taking a shower can slow you down. Now I'm not saying, obviously, of course, I'm not saying don't eat and take a shower.
He's not saying don't take any showers.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. But sometimes, like, if you do take a shower, though, being an entrepreneur, like, you can miss something. So, like, you know, it's not like I'm going around, I'm like stinking, smelling bad. Like, if I smell myself, I'm definitely going to take a shower. But, you know, speed, everything is speed. You know, everything is predicated on speed and being able to do it now. So,
absolutely.
You got momentum, you just got to keep going.
Go.
Yeah.
And speaking of momentum, it's like at a point you have to try to get that going, right? And so for me, it's always, I know a lot of people want to know, like, how do you get started? Like, how do you get started of being successful, and how do you get started on a journey to success? What would you give, you know, what type of advice would you give to people?
I would say get a regimen, like get something that you're going to commit to for yourself every day, something that the outside world can't change, something that nobody can change. So like, don't say like once I get this job I'm gonna be successful, or like once I do this I'm gonna be successful. Like hold yourself accountable for something that you know that you could do every day, and just start with that. Just do that one thing every day. If you say I'm gonna write one sentence every day, like so if you wanted to write a book and you just committed to one sentence a day, and 6 months, 7 months, whatever, like you might have a book. So just start with something small and just commit to that part every day.
It's really, the point is just do. Like you have to get started somewhere. And I really love it. Like one of my favorite people is Les Brown. And I think so many people, if you listen to him, you may hear him say like anything that's worth doing is worth doing badly, you know, in the beginning. You know, so I think you just kind of got to get started. It has to be something, like you said, it has to be something that you're passionate about. If you're not passionate about it, you're not going to put your all into it. It's not going to become important to you. And it's really not going to become a ritual, something you want to do each and every day. Like, you know, you want to slack off, like, oh, today I just don't feel like it. So it's just really knowing where you want to go, where you want to be, and just get up and do it. Like have that grit, have that determination, and don't let anybody get in your way. Like you have to go for it. It's as simple as that.
I totally agree. You just got to go for it. And if you let people get in your way, like if you come up with the excuse of, oh, this person didn't do this or this person didn't do that, I mean, you're going to be stuck. You know, you can't let nobody have that kind of influence on your life. You know, you have to be very deliberate in your own moves. And you know, do what you have to do for you, and you can't be dependent on nobody. Yeah, there's gonna come people in your life that's gonna help you out along the way, but don't just sit around waiting and wishing for
specific people to help you out, people you want to have in your corner. We got this thing where we think certain people should be in our corner just because they may be our family, just because they may be people we thought who are our friends, and we just feel like they need to back us up. So it's very important.
Yeah, and you got to be your own backup.
Absolutely.
You are the only person that you could depend on. You know what I mean? It's going like in the beginning phases, like if you're lucky, you could get lucky enough where you can meet a group of people that's going to do what they say they're going to do. But in this market that we're in, like there's a lot of people that's not serious about life and they're not doing what they say they're going to do. So when you first put yourself out there, you might run into like a lot of frauds, and that's just part of the game. You're going to run into people that say they're going to do this and they're going to do that. And when it comes time for them to deliver, they're not going to deliver. So you have to be able to just fight through that and just still do what you got to do for you. And eventually, time will pass. You keep planting good seeds. You keep planting good seeds. Like you'll run into the people that you need to run into to make everything possible. And
that make me think about those no's that we so afraid of, right? Asking people questions when it comes to business and building a big business. We so afraid to get those no's when we don't really understand that all those no's, set us up for yeses. And for me, I never hear no. Like, even if I hear no come out your mouth, to me it's like a yes. It's like when and where, am I going to get this yes? I'm going to keep on coming back for my yes. So I'm going to, you can't give up, guys. You cannot let up. You cannot give up. You have to keep on pushing. Perseverance.
And you definitely got to so I guess when you first starting, unless you're like a rock star already, you're gonna have to build yourself up. You're gonna have to build up and get confidence in yourself. And that's why I think you have to have your routine and your regimen. I think your routine and your regimen will give you confidence to say all right, I'm already killing this one part of the game. I'm killing this. I'm doing this every day. That'll give you confidence. Absolutely. You'll be able to tap into that for other things. That's why I think it's so important.